Yeah, totally pointless. Totally pointless Panama Canal. But I like that. It's so cool. I mean, look at it. Isn't it awesome? Pointless. Anyway, our capital can technically build boats now, which is a cool thing, I guess. Can it? Aircraft carriers? Yeah, it can. It can do it. Look at that. But we've just had something sabotaged. Was it our rocketry site? It was in the other place, wasn't it? Oh, god damn it. It's just so annoying that. Because I'm just going to have to, like, Patoli. I'm going to have to spend, like, 1 turn of production to go and fix that. Oh, no, 2 turns of production to go and fix that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ugh. Anyway, here's the one. Triggers the Eureka moment for rocketry technology. Plus 20% production towards space race projects. This is the one. So, I need to put this over in this city. He's only got 1 action. I'm just going to have a quick look here, because Antium could, in theory, build a harbour. And if it had an harbour, it could, in theory, build the thing that gives you double charges on engineers, but that's already been built. No, scrap that. Scrap that. We'll just use him. Done. Have you seen as well, my carbon emissions policy is way lower than it was. In fact, actually, 8 turns, we're slowing down climate change quite drastically now by not using the coal. I'm still technically using 4 coal for power. I'm not entirely sure where, but we'll keep an eye on that. That's fine. Just abusing the city-state. I mean, poor thing. It's only going to last 5 turns anyway. Well, there's my settler. Okay, and there's a musketman that's going to protect the shore. That's the uranium I want. We know what we need. It's just about getting it is the problem. You know, you get to the point of the game where you're just building a wonder because you can. This one gives me more diplomatic favour, so, you know, I can spend it, sell it to Tamiris for a bit more, get myself more gold. It's all good fun, really. Right, there's the musketman. What am I going to do? I just need to wait for an opening and then just run across. That's the only thing I could do. Oh, also, have you seen the great people? Sorry, just the points are ridiculous. But there we go. Here's the space race one. So we're just going to push myself towards that quickly, and then we'll switch back to getting science projects. It's all good. Computers now, robotics next turn. After robotics, I'm hoping we should be able to see some of these ones. No, I'm not giving you a stone tablet. Go away. Ridiculous. Right, what's going to unlock? Hopefully it'll be the one we need pretty quickly, but we'll see. Cybernetics. Oh, we're getting there, but it's just... Come on. Come on now. Still a 1 turn. Still a 1 turn. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. We're still getting lots of points through. Here we go. 308 great engineer points per turn. I've got mirror of this poor little city here. I love it. I'm just going to like shoot it a couple of times, and then the helicopters are just going to swoop in. Oh man. Right, do I want to keep it? This is a good question. There is a wheel here. Oh, there is a wheel here. I am going to actually keep this. Right, this is good. Get myself a builder. Where's your builder? Here we go. Let's get that oil in as quickly as possible. I don't care. Don't tell me about that. Anyway, spies are working really well. Here's my little wonder. That's all good. New feature governance, just give me tons more envoys. I mean, we're getting to the point where we're just rolling in the damn things now. There's no real need to do anything apart from this guy. He just gives me full housing from water. Why not? Just gives me more points per turn. And I've got 95 points. But actually, you know what? I'm going to keep him. And I keep him just for a little bit. We'll see what the votes are. And if the votes are something fun, we'll go for that. How about that? Also, 2 turns for cybernetics? I don't think so. No. We need to boost this one. When in doubt with civics and you've got right to the end, just click on the end one. It'll do nicely. Getting to the point where my great scientists aren't doing much now. Stealth technology, he was supposed to give me 3 boosts, and he gave me 1. Ugh. Some flood barriers, and I guess just make sure we don't sink. Although actually my CO2 levels, I swear, are doing alright at the moment. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. I wonder how much was last turn. Did it tell you last turn? I feel like there is something. No, it's not going to tell me. Never mind. Well, anyway, power's looking good. I generally can't complain. Really, everything's sort of going going all right. I'm just, yeah, just boosting while I can, switching between industrial zone and campuses. We're properly in the future era, and the world is only just going into the modern era, which is quite fun. Culture homogeny, it doesn't do anything for me particularly. I can get extra things towards one. This campus provides production. I think I might just keep on this one. It's not very interesting for me, unfortunately, but let's see what other science things I have unlocked. Right, here we go. Smart materials, launch, exoplanet, expedition. There we go. We'll get that one, and then we'll get offshore wind farms after that. 2 turns, and we can get into space. Let's rush that through. Just playing a weird game of cat and mouse with that musketman there. It can't see me at the moment, but I'm gonna get to that uranium if it kills me. I swear to God. Yeah, none of this is particularly good. Wildcard policy slots. Yeah, might as well give one to my one. If I can remember which one it is. Synthetic technocracy, I think. I'm not sure. I want my ally Tamiris to get those. I'm going to ask that Tamiris get some diplomatic victory points as well. Actually, I'll give it to myself. I'll end up getting voted down, no doubt. And the World's Fair will go for that, but I'm going to keep my points. I'm going to sell my points. There's nothing there that's too exciting for me. We'll have a look and see what happens. I've been awarded a few things. So, nope. Yes. Oh, Tamiris lost them. And the World's Fair is going, which is hilarious. Whoever gets the most great person points. Well, seeing as I can get 170 of those and 240 of those, I think I might win this one. But, cool. That's the game you want to play? That's fine. So this is something I always find a little bit annoying. I was like, why am I still using coal for power? And it's because even though Rome, which was the city that was providing all the power, I've switched that to oil, which I now have oil. You know, I've got plenty of oil. It's now Puteoli is the one giving out its power instead. So it just switches now. It's like, oh, for God's sake, Eritreum, this city here, hasn't got any power at all. That's the one that's sort of eating it all up. Antium doesn't have any either. Actually, it's this coal power plant is now the one giving that. So again, it's just annoying. So I'm just going to have to switch all of my power plants to oil, which is really annoying. And I'm also going to go to commercial hubs to get myself a nice boost of gold. But yeah, just convert to oil power. It's really annoying that I've got to do this, but hey ho, what are you going to do? Yeah, that's as close as I can get. Alright, fine. Well, this city is going to be pretty damn tough because I've got machine guns, so let's see. Yeah, 60 damage. Okay, it's already a nice little city in that regard, but we're just going to... we'll make it into a decent one. Let's make it a bath. Give it a bath, yeah. And actually, you know what? I'm even going to give it a trader, because why not? And in fact, actually, I might even give it a helicopter. Just because, and I might even like start just purchasing towards the uranium just so that the game knows exactly what I want to do here. Smart materials, launch, exoplanet, expedition. Right, here we go. This is where the game gets a little more interesting. I'm gonna just quickly go down and start that off. 5 turns, not that bad. Immediately I've got my builders in to rush it through. I've also got a couple of builders waiting on forests just to give the production through like this. So there we go. So we've already done half of it in one go, and I've got my other builders standing by to do this. World climate has now unfortunately changed a little bit more, but the climate change is now slowing, which is interesting. So there we go. Now, what happens with this one is I have got now 1 light year per turn, and I need to get 25 light years per turn. So launch exoplanet expedition. So that'll happen. But what I can do now, I've got predictive systems up as well. This will hopefully reveal this to me here, and then I can go for extra launches that give me more light years per turn effectively. I can't remember what they're called, but we're going to find them almost imminently. I'm also getting extra oil per turn. I'm still using coal for power. It's really annoying. I really don't want to be burning the world because, you know, I do quite like living in this one. I mean, I've got so much oil. Just let me use the oil instead. Look at the production on these tiles as well. That's now a 7 production tile. Very good. But yeah, good little city, this one, actually. I'm annoyed I didn't get that sooner. Never mind. Oh, I got theology. Fantastic. Oh, I just missed. He totally went off in a different direction, and unfortunately I can't trade to anyone other than that city-state, which is really annoying, but never mind. Let's just stick some solar plants down. Why not? Quarry oil well and oil rigs also get more. Offshore wind farm. I can start building these now. This is going to be perfect. This is just going to make sure, there we go, that I've got lots of power offshore. Yes. Wonderful. You go over to Antium. Antium was causing me a bit of problem, actually. But never mind. We are just building up industrial zone district projects because, again, why am I looking at religion? I don't care about religion. Industrial zone projects because, my word, the great engineers are good at this point in the game. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All we're doing right now, Potoli has almost finished its project, but we'll just get that rushed in once more. We might even have to get in a couple more builders, so let's just quickly buy another one in, just so we've got one later on. Speaking of, I've got 177 political power now, so let's just have a look and see what you've got. How much gold per turn do you actually have? Let's have a look. You have 300, right, 352. Let's just put in 200 there. What would you give me? 222 gold per turn from my political power. Thanking you. That's a good deal. So, I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Let's go get that uranium. Helicopters over here. Oh, I might even get my satellite back. About time. Off-world mission. There's the one. Right. Lagrange laser stations and terrestrial laser stations. They all increase the speed at which my satellite gets sent out to other worlds effectively. And if I can view a couple of those projects, it boosts me through and I can get the victory nice and quick. And there it goes. Or bam. So that's the last old rocket there. We've got it gliding through the space now. So we're not actually one turn off world stairs. We've got to go to off-world mission. So let's quickly get in this guy, this great engineer we're going to get anyway. Music. I don't even care about the musicians. I'll get a musician because why not? But honestly, at this point, actually, how's my culture doing? Hilariously, I'm actually winning a culture victory just purely because I'm so far ahead. I love that. That's really, really good. Right, we're going to quickly jump in on campus again because I want to be able to boost these nice and quickly. Apart from that, not much else to say other than the fact that we're just shoving builders over in this direction just so that we can... Where's my... Oh, come on. So we can build some more sea turbines in. This guy is just waiting for the next project to rush. This guy is waiting for the next project to rush as well. You can go and wait there. There's a lot of just sort of like individual builder moving at the moment. That's a little bit annoying, but never mind. Right, here is some uranium. I have uranium now. Also helicopters. Hilariously, the spearmen still get a +10 bonus against cavalry when the helicopters come in, but unfortunately... Oh look! They're running out to sea! Sail into the icebergs rather than get captured by me. That's a damning assessment of what they think about me, isn't it? Here's the space race project guy. Wonderful. Right, get him down to the rocketry center. We're going to have some nice old boosting later on, and just another artist, you know, at this point. If you're going to go for a culture victory, I'll do another video on a cultural victory at some point, but it's just a matter of just getting enough different places. What's happening here? Still burning things. Why are we still burning things? Why are we still using coal for power? I don't understand what's going on. Right, just show me power. Right, what are we doing? Aquila is still providing coal. Like, why is it using every single coal power plant before using the oil ones? It's just frustrating. Why? Why are you doing that? Oh, thank God, it's finally now using oil for power. Ugh. Right, anyway, climate change. I'm hoping it's going to start to slow now, although, you know, of course it won't. Of course it won't. Something will happen. You know you're doing well when it says 2 turns, but it's only showing you half. Like, honestly, the science is good. Science is really good. In fact, you might even be able to boost this a little bit further with some rainforest. I've kind of cut down most of my rainforest now, I'm not going to lie, but we'll send him down here. How long will it take him to get down there? Anyway, in one turn he can get all the way down there. Well, you just give me a small boost. We don't need much, to be fair. It's just the boost. It ticks it over nicely. See what I mean? That was supposed to only go around a little bit, but we've actually got most of the off-world vision. It's ridiculous. The science at this point of the game is crazy. In fact, just for a laugh, just for an absolute laugh, I'm actually going to just flick all of my things to give me Theatre Square festivals, because at this point it doesn't matter. I've quite clearly won the game. It's just sort of showing you guys how to do this, really. You can see in my space mission, I have got 4 of 25 light years. We're just going to boost this guy. Gives me off-world mission. Now suddenly Puteoli comes into action. I can quickly get a builder and rush that project. Is that going to let me? No, it's not going to let me. Right, okay, next turn. Come back in next turn. So let's try this again. I've got 2 options. I can either build Lagrange laser stations, which require a lot of aluminium, which I'm kind of not quite there on, or terrestrial laser stations, which are exactly the same, but take up 5 power once you've built them. 5 power is a lot, but actually you can see here I've already built up 21 power in the city, and I'm only using 11, so I can build 2 of these without an issue. But each time you build one, your light years per turn goes up by 1. So let's quickly just boost that. You can see, look, already boosted. See that? First one has been sent. Let's just pop up, hang on, no, give it back to this city. Terrestrial laser station. You can see now I've got my builder working on this. He's just going to chop down that. Fantastic. And then I've also got this builder. He's going to come around, and next turn he's going to be able to rush it as well. So it's going to be 2 up in 2 turns. I've also got more gold, and I could throw a stick at, so I'm just going to keep producing builders and sending them that way. Rome doesn't need any trade routes. Puteoli is the one doing it now. At this point, I'm just sort of rushing the inevitable, really. It's quite a nice feeling. God, my spies are good. I don't think I've seen a single one get through since I got that upgrade. That's mental. Also, look, can you see? I'm now not producing any global warming at all. Unfortunately, other people are. It's Brazil, mostly. Here's my terrestrial laser station. That's the 2nd one up. So that's good. I can now actually do carbon recapture, which I'm going to do instead of Theatre Square projects, because that's hilarious. But also what it does is it gives me loads more diplomatic favour, which I can then trade with my allies for gold. Again, this is never a bad thing. If you're not sure what to do in the later stages of the game, just be building terrestrial laser stations like this, and after that, just carbon recapture. Just endless carbon recapture. Just keep sending them into space. Ignore the fact that it always says 2 turns. The chances are it doesn't. I mean, yeah, here we go. I've already got 10 light years now. It's probably only about 4 turns, absolute maximum. You can see, look, I'm getting 100 great writer points now, 100 artists. This is really good. If ever you need to get culture victory later stages of the game, just do this. Do this. Mexico City, I do want to add that as a proposal. That's a terrible thing to do, Brazil. How dare you? How very dare you? Have I sent enough stations to space? At this point, it really doesn't matter. We got an emergency throw, though. That's quite fun. Just me and Dido at war with Brazil. Fortunately, I've got nothing I can send to them, and before we know it, I'm going to have done. Actually, look at that. Damaris is actually managed, almost up there with a diplomatic victory. That's quite impressive. The computer does quite sneaky like that. Yeah, I've got about 3 turns now. I'm just going to keep building the laser stations because, quite frankly, why would I not? Just keep sending them up. So many of the goddamn things. But actually, what's the electricity consumption like here now? Ooh, it's getting 15 power per turn from Rome's power generation there. The oil is being sucked up quite rapidly now. I don't think this has got to be good for my contribution to CO2, although actually my carbon recapture is working really well. Look, the climate change is actually reversing slowly. Oil doesn't give nearly as much in the way of CO2, so it's all good really. Carbon recapture, it's the way to go. Again, just build, move builder in, rush, immediately goes to 1 turn, buy a builder. You don't have enough, you haven't done recapture enough, carbon recapture enough, you haven't got 326 points. You can go to your ally Tamiris and you can be like, hey there, I know you're going for a diplomatic win, so why don't I just give you all of it? I'll give you 1,000. Nothing that she's willing to trade for that. Alright, well fine. Give me all your gold. Okay, good deal. 2,000 gold just in one chunk. I'll take that, thank you very much. And there we go. Without much fuss, we have the science victory. It's very simple once you sort of get into it. I haven't got too much of a score because I didn't expand enough. You need about 30 cities before you get into the sort of the high specs here. But if you have a look at great people earned, you can see this is why I was winning. So many more great people earned than anybody else. Player science was consistently much higher. Production, I don't think is something that's put out there. Districts constructed gives you an idea of how much better my production was, especially when you have a look at cities founded. I wasn't actually near the top, the Incans were near the top, so yeah, gives you an idea. Player score, much higher. Here we go, another laser station being put up into the sky, and just to show you, we've got 1876, we have the science victory. I mean, we've only got 7 decent cities. Realistically, I could have probably done it with 5. I probably could have done it with 15, and I would have done it much quicker, but I just wanted to show you that actually without war you can get good scientific victory that's not too difficult. Had I gone after the Incans, you know, at this point I could be throwing giant death robots at them, or some of my favourite units, which are modern armour, 90 melee strength, 105 when in army formation. 105 would almost one-shot these walls, apart from the capital over here. And that's where you get in things like your rocket artillery, 95 bombard strength, 110 in an army. That's what'll get it for you. We could have easily walked over the Incans, taken over all these cities and doubled our science to 1,000 per turn, but it's good to show you what it's like without that. Thank you very much for watching my guide. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you'd want me to do, and I'll see you next time. Bye!